most horrible thing in the world for the mother to break them up. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scotty, and you're watching my review on Porsha's Having a Baby episode 3. I'm about to say season 3, but I'm guessing it's because I've been drinking. So y'all already know what this review is about to be. A bunch of slurring, a bunch of closing of the eyes, a lot of movement, all of that because I've been fucking drinking. Okay, so let's just get into this review. So we're going to start off with Porsha and Dennis trying to agree on baby names. Now, Dennis is having a hard time with Porsha wanting to name their baby Pilar. And that's because of the fact that he got an ex-girlfriend by the name of Pilar. But it really don't matter. I mean, there's a lot of people that got the same fucking names. Hell, I've dated several. How many guys did I date with that same damn name? I want to say I dated 2 guys with the name James. And I've dated 2 guys with the name Chris. So at the end of the day, a lot of motherfuckers gonna have the same goddamn name. It don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And Porsha ain't got no damn issue with your ex having the same name as your daughter. It don't matter. Your daughter ain't your ex bitch, okay? So it really don't fucking matter at the end of the day. I mean, I don't see the problem with it, okay? If she don't see the problem with it, then oh well. But Pilar is really not a bad name. You would name the baby Penelope. You would name the baby Poe. You would name the baby all these basic ass names. Ain't nothing wrong with Pilar, okay? Like, I remember a chick named Pilar off the soap opera Passions. Y'all remember her? Her name was Pilar Lopez Fitzgerald, and her daughter was Teresa, the star of the show, okay? So name her after the queen, Pilar from Passions, you know. But you know it is what it is, you know, whatever. But he wants to name the baby Penelope, but Porsha really ain't for that shit. She was like, I do not want my baby to be named no fucking Penelope. I don't want that. I want my baby to be named Pilar. And that's what the fuck we gonna name her motherfucking ass, okay? It's gonna be fucking Pilar. That's what it's gonna be, okay? So then, Porsha with her red hair, she go out and meet up with Mama Diane. Now, one thing about Mama Diane is that Mama Diane is beautiful, okay? She is a beautiful woman for her age, and I honestly believe that when she was young and tender, she was a fox. And I really believe all the niggas want to stick their dick up in Diane, okay? Because she's cute. Like, Diane is a beautiful woman. The only problem that I got with Diane is them wigs. I cannot take the Mr. Clean, Yankee Smith ass wigs that she be wearing. It's just not flattering for her. It ain't cute on her. It just don't work. It just don't work, period, for her. I don't like them. It don't work for her at all, okay? But they sit down and they talk about, not Diane, but they talk about Frankie. And Porsha feels like a lot of the things that's been going on between her and Dennis, a lot of the influence came from Frankie, basically. Because, you know, Dennis looks up to Frankie. You know, he really values Frankie's opinion, and rightfully so, that is his mother. So she's going to have a lot of influence. But Diane feels like she needs to have a conversation with Frankie because she's not really getting that much involved in Porsha and Dennis's shit. She's basically sitting up here, you know, trying to let them make their own decisions, but Frankie ain't allowing them to do that, and that's something that she's not doing, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. So, after that, Diane meets up with Frankie, and they have a conversation. And, you know, I was team Diane on this situation because Frankie is doing way too much. She's inserting her opinion where it don't matter. She's putting her face where it don't belong. And I just feel like she's doing way too much. These folks are in their mid to late 30s. Let them make their own motherfucking decision. It's really not your place to talk about prenups. It's not your place to talk about child support. It's not your place to talk about money. It's really not your fucking place. What place it belongs to is fucking Porsha and Jermaine Dupri Jr. That's what the fuck it is. And she was not trying to hear anything that Diane was saying. She quickly dismissed her, and she was not trying to hear it. And it's like, well, we'll just agree to disagree on it. Like, really not trying to hear nothing that this woman was saying. And I just felt like that was a crock of bullshit, honestly. Like, how the fuck you gonna sit up here and dismiss this woman when you know that she's telling the truth? Like, come on, bruh. Like, you know that you're wrong for that. Like, you know damn well that at the end of the day, you owe that to her to... Not really owe that to her, but you owe that to Porsha and Dennis to let them handle their own shit. Like, they plan to be married, they're about to be parents to baby PJ. Why don't you step the fuck back, bitch, and let them make their own motherfucking decision? That's just how I feel about it. And you wasn't trying to hear nothing that Diane was saying because you know that Diane was telling the truth. That's normally how the shit goes. So then after that, Ricky Smiley meets up with Porsha and he gives her ass the real tea, okay? He's not going to sugarcoat nothing with her ass. How the fuck you gonna put his shit in the basement? If you want him to make that house his home, then you need to make space for this man. Because honestly, if I was moving in with a guy that I'm talking to, and he wants me to make this house my own, and make this apartment my own, and make this townhouse, whatever he decides to live in, and I can't feel comfortable enough to put my shit in the closet, I gotta put my shit somewhere else, you know what I mean? Like, this supposed to be my shit right alongside you. I should be able to put my shit where you put your shit. You know what I mean? And I think that Porsha is not seeing it that way. And I feel like Ricky Smiley was giving her the real, because at the end of the day, that's her house. And he's moving into her house. That was her safe haven. That was her space. And now she wants to move him in there and make him feel comfortable. But he doesn't feel comfortable because he doesn't feel like it's his own. And it's not. It's your own. And just like Ricky Smiley said, after you get married, you need to be trying to find you somewhere else to stay. And that's just what it is. After you get married, y'all get married or whatever, y'all have to find y'all somewhere else to go, because that's just not fair to Dennis, period. I just don't feel like it is at all. So Diane, after the conversation with Ricky Smiley, Porsha calls Diane, and Diane informs her about the conversation that she done had with Frankie and how it went totally left, and how she is hurt by that whole situation because they're all supposed to be family. And I get Diane on that. Y'all supposed to be family. Y'all supposed to be doing that shit. But Porsha was like, I'm going to get y'all together and we're going to try to make everything work out together. You know what I mean? Like, we got to get the grandmamas together because this is the time where we need both of y'all to be around, and that's just what it is. So Porsha and Dennis bring them two together, and from the moment Frankie walked through the door, she ain't trying to speak to Diane. She don't care about nothing that Diane is saying, and Diane is basically telling her it would be horrible, horrible for us to be the mothers to break them the fuck up, and that would be the honest truth at the end of the day. Like, you don't want to be the one to break your son and his soon-to-be wife up. Like, that's the worst thing that you could possibly do. That's just what I think, and at the end of the fucking day, it's true. Like, you need to just let them do them. Mind your own fucking business. Stay out their marriage or a relationship or what have you, and just let them deal with everything on their own. Porsha's mother doesn't get involved. She don't even talk about their prenups. You're getting involved in prenups. You're getting involved in this. You're getting involved in that. And you're doing way too much. Don't nobody want no man that's going to let his mama dictate their entire relationship. Because I know I don't want no man like that myself. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be with you, we're going to deal with our own shit. We don't need our parents to deal with it. Because in all the relationships I've ever been in, my mom ain't never been a part of them. She never been a part of them. Hell, to be honest, she only met 2 of the niggas that I ever dated, because half of them wasn't even worth being introduced to. Okay, so it is what it is. But at the end of the day, her and Diane hugged it out and they moved on. So Dennis finally gets his space. Porsha gets her assistants involved, and they make way for Dennis. And it looks cute. Like, he is very happy about that. And you know what? When I was watching the Housewives of Atlanta, I didn't really, I'm not going to say I didn't care for Dennis, but I didn't really see what Porsha sees in him. But Dennis really ain't no ugly man. You know what I mean? Like, I always would say he wouldn't be my first choice because he doesn't fall on my type of man. Like, I like pretty boys. You know what I mean? Because my type used to be thug niggas, but now they're pretty boys, they're preppy boys, the ones that keep themselves together. But not to say that Dennis don't keep himself together, but you know, he don't seem like my type of guy. But looking at this shit, he got a nice little smile. You know, he kind of handsome on a little bit. You know, he kind of a little bit handsome. So, you know, I don't know what it is, but he got a little bit cute on me. But it is what it is. But that goes to show you sometimes a man, you gotta get used to a man before you know how they look to you. Okay, so they talk to Dr. Sherry, and you know everything's on the up and up for these two. Okay, everything's basically on the up and up. You know, she's about to have the baby. They got the parents on the right track, and she gave him his own space in the house. So everything's on the up and up. Porsha gives birth to Pilar in full makeup and nice hair. You know, one of my best friends gave birth to their child with braids and everything. A lot of these girls, they really do be wanting to give birth in style. And I don't blame them. I ain't mad at them for wanting to do that, period. You know what I mean? But what was really sweet and endearing by the end of this is that Dennis gave them all Rolexes. He got a Rolex. Porsha got a Rolex. Pilar got a Rolex. And I'm like, oh, that is so fucking hood. But at the same point in time, y'all know I like hood shit. And that was so sweet. But I will say that this was a pretty entertaining three episode commercial. Yeah, y'all know I had to do that. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. Like, it was very entertaining. I didn't know what to expect from it. Y'all know that Porsha hasn't been my favorite person for the last couple of seasons, and I'm not saying that she is now, but her and Dennis, they gave a pretty good show. It was pretty decent, you know what I mean? Like, it was a good show. I enjoyed it. You know, it was pretty entertaining. You know, they're funny together. The mothers gave some input. You know, they made it a little bit entertaining. You know, then you got Lauren and Shamia, you know, so everybody's entertaining, so it made it a good show. But, you know, with that being said, y'all, this is my review on Porsha's having a baby. I really enjoyed it. And that's all I got to say about that. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. And share this video on any platform that you must. Be sure to be on the lookout for my Real Housewives of Potomac video. And be sure to follow me on Instagram at Scotty_by_nature. I normally follow back. If I haven't followed you back yet, please be sure to DM me and I will follow you back. I always follow everybody back. At least I try to follow everybody back. But with that being said, y'all, I'm out here, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease.